Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Phantom.Strategies. So let's cover Litecoin in this video. I actually mentioned Litecoin last week that it was coming to that oversold mark, and it's a really good opportunity to perhaps start a new position or add on to a position in Litecoin around that 115 level. So if you go back to the video library, you will see that I created the video on Litecoin that is coming near oversold mark, and in the video that I mentioned that I will be adding, I made a disclosure that I will be adding a position in Litecoin around 115 and will be taking some profit once it hits around 138 and 140 mark. So today it did hit that 138 140 mark, of not 140 quite, but it did hit that 138. All right, and I still think there might be just little more juice left in Litecoin to push at that 140 mark for right now, and then consolidate before it takes that next leg up. So before, I wanted to, every time I make this video, and if I am in any position, I make that disclosure that hey, I have this position or I'm starting into this position in that coin, and I did so in Litecoin at that junction when it was trading around 115. All right. Also want to give a quick shout out to cryptocurrency YouTuber. So one of the subscriber to the channel told me today that cryptocurrency YouTuber made a video on Verge breakout, and he actually posted a link for Phantom.Strategies where I created the video on Verge breakout is imminent. So I want to give a quick shout out and thank you to cryptocurrency YouTuber, and I also just wrote a quick thank you note to him on sharing that link for his viewers, so they can actually see the detailed analysis, technical analysis on Verge, and what are some of the potential on the upside and some of the supports on the downside. So thank you, cryptocurrency YouTuber. I appreciate that, and hopefully we can collaborate in future and continue to help the YouTube community to better navigate this crypto market. All right. So coming back to Litecoin. All right, so let's quickly do a quick recap on Litecoin. So Litecoin tried to make that this breakout when Bitcoin was trading around that 11,700 mark. It tried to get out of that zone, and but it was just too much resistance. The volume wasn't picking up, and it never got out of that resistance zone. So since then it has been in this gradual downtrend. If you see this, I'm gonna zoom a little bit in so you can see this gradual. We are in this gradual downtrend, and I'm going to remove these wedges that we created a couple of weeks ago, saying that hey, there is a breakout that will occur because there is a wedge formation in near term. And I'm also going to remove this falling wedge, which is, I mentioned that it will become we will have that breakout since we are sitting in that falling wedge pattern. All right, so I'm gonna clean up those charts a little bit so it's a little bit more easy to read, and since we don't need those levels and those wedges anymore, it have served its purpose, so now we can remove that. But I'm not going to remove this downward channel that I'm talking about right now. So if you see this, this is a downward channel. This two channel that I'm drawing right here, is getting almost like a falling wedge action. If you see this thing, it's a bigger falling wedge action. And as I have mentioned previously on the videos, falling wedge, it's a bullish action. And what falling wedge does, it creates the narrow trading range at the bottom at the bottom of the channel, and then what happens, because of that narrow channel, it creates that pressure on the upward side to break out of that channel. That's what falling wedge is. Now it can break out here as well, or it doesn't have to go all the way down to the channel, but it is becoming that falling wedge slash downward channel. All right, so right now we have to respect that fact that there is a resistance on 138 140 level, which I also mentioned, that I clearly mentioned that in that videos, that there will be 140 level will be a resistance and a good point to take some profit off the table. All right, so right now if you it's trading right over the right over 133 mark in Litecoin, and for intermediate we have that 140 as a resistance, and this downward channel line, the pink one, that will act as a resistance. All right, so yeah, we have some resistance that we need to go through. And if you have watched my morning video on Bitcoin, I mentioned that even in Bitcoin there is some resistance. If I go back to this Bitcoin chart, I mentioned that 7,500 will act as a resistance. And if you look at this Bitcoin chart, where did we find the retracement? Exactly to the dollar. 7,500 we found a retracement in Bitcoin. So again, this proves that technicals works really well. The support and resistance level work really well. It's just one of those things that a lot of the trading bots, a lot of technical analysts use, and they have over the years they have really proven themselves. I see a lot of technical analysts use the Elliott wave theory, and I mean I'm not trying to ditch the Elliott wave theory. There is a really good value in Elliott wave theory, but certain market and certain certain coins, you're rather better off using the support and resistance level with some moving average to keep it simpler. And as you can see, they have been working well. So why would you break something that have been working quite well? So that's what I'm trying to say here. Now Elliott wave, it does have its place. A lot of traders do use it, especially in Forex, but I prefer try to keep it more simpler. I look at the Elliott wave, or I like Fibonacci, to be honest. I like Fibonacci much more than Elliott wave. I like using Fibonacci rather than using Elliott wave that much. All right, but for right now, if the support and resistance levels are working in this in this choppy market, then I will stick to that until I get a clear indication that it's not. All right, so don't change something until it's broken or it's not working anymore. So in Litecoin, we are seeing this kind of double bottom pattern. If I go to the smaller time frame, okay, so if I go to the smaller time frame, you can easily see this double bottom, 111, around 111, 110, that is creating the double bottom. And perhaps we are getting this nice W pattern. It's a very nice W pattern, and the volume is coming up, which is a good sign. Now we just need to see some follow through on the volume in order to break that 138 and 140 level, so we can go toward that 165 price point. Okay, so to recap, and on the upside, we have 138 140 as a resistance. If we can break that with a decent volume, we can easily see that 160 165 level fairly soon, perhaps later this week. If we do not have enough volume to support it, we might see some retracement back to that 120 125 level in Litecoin. All right, the key is we need to remain over that this moving average is above 124 120. If we can stay over that in that retracement, that will be a bullish sign, and then we will have a little bit more momentum to push higher and break 140 and then march toward 160 165. Okay, so that's Litecoin. What else? So that's pretty much it, guys. It's a lot of the coins, as I mentioned, Bitcoin, 7,500 is the level that we need to clear with a good volume. If we can do that in next 24 hours, that's a very good sign. And we need to clear that level sooner rather than later. The longer we linger around in this 7,400 zone or level, you know, the bulls will start getting nervous and, you know, take profit where they got in. Like, you know, if people got into it at like that 7,000 level, then they might, you know, start taking that profit, that hey, I might as well just keep that $400 and get out of the market right now until I get the clear direction. So we do need to get over that 7,500 mark in Bitcoin fairly soon with a good volume, and that will, if we can do that, a lot of this altcoins will have a nice follow through and they will break out as well. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, we are in this down channel, kind of falling wedge in Litecoin, and we need some follow through volume in order to get over the resistance of 138, 140 for Litecoin. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. Again, if you have any questions, do post it in the comment. I'm pretty good about replying to them. Also, if you want me to look at your portfolio, I'm still offering that portfolio analysis service. That's still at $49. I haven't raised the price. I know a lot of people have been suffering in this down market, and I want to make sure that I can do everything in my power to help you guys, you know, navigate this crazy market we are seeing right now. So if you are interested, that is still, I'm still offering that. So just shoot me an email and we'll go from there. All right. And again, if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit those notifications and those bell icon. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon, and we'll cover some Litecoin perhaps tonight or early tomorrow morning. Bye.